Time for some February fire! I'm the 2K MC, and it's time to check out your top plays of the week. Our first play is from the finesse god in the rec. Life has lots of what-ifs. What if you pick the ball handler at half court? What if you trip over your own feet? What if the help D is late? Avoid these regrets. Follow your dreams through all of life's and ones.
The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Now it's ended out.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff, thanks as always. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Bledsoe is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at small forward. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Young and Carter are the big men inside. And it's Junior in at the point. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends. Well, it was something you could feel was on the verge of happening, Greg. But tonight's game is the game that Junior steps into the starting lineup.
It didn't make sense for Junior to come off the bench anymore. He's too large a part of what this team does on both ends. Junior's earned his right to start.
That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Junior's got 5.
And it's clear how confident Junior is, able to rise and fire with ease. Love it.
Bledsoe finds Lopez. And here is Antetokounmpo. Over Young. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Well, defenders have to worry about the drive so much that they might be reluctant to close out far enough. Giannis recognized space, drilled it.
Young trying to break free. Lopez with the block. Up top, Bledsoe. 17 points for him last game against Indiana.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
On the wing, Giannis. That shot off, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
And you can see the floor awareness there. Junior more than capable of spotting the open teammate.
And Bledsoe, here we go.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Good on the bucket.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Antetokounmpo against Young. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
But they'll get another chance. Bledsoe, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 6 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Junior the pass to Young. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence, 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
DiVincenzo against Levine. There's the pass to Junior. Back to Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Now, here's Junior. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Giannis. Bledsoe with it. 8 points for him. Middleton finds DiVincenzo. Carter pulls it in. And here's Levine, who brings it up toward the Chicago Bulls, trailing by 2. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. The rebound by Middleton.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Now, here's Junior. Guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to Levine. Passes it to Junior. Here's Porter trying to get open as Carter. Porter, no luck. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Back to Levine. They need this, and the layup is good.
In a natural score, Levine is content to try his luck from just about anywhere on the court.
And stolen by Junior. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional.
And the Bucks with possession here. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Inside. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Giannis. Giannis has got 3 assists in the game. Bulls trail by 10. They've got Junior. Young is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Zach Levine, and it's Satoransky in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets it to go. Giannis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
And that one's good, Junior.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Chicago on defense. 7-point differential.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
And a 4-year deal signed by Eric Bledsoe last season. That's a ball club showing some commitment to the type of hard work that Eric has put in and might end up being a value contract given his level of contribution.
Pass to Junior. Shot to stop the run. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Milwaukee leading by 14. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
Brent Bledsoe, an impact player at both ends, but some have questioned his decision-making in the big moments.
Well, he's not a traditional floor-seeing point guard, and it's not a guy who's going to set up for his teammates through the pick-and-roll actions where they're going to have open shots. There's a lot of instinctual and natural ability that comes with the play of Eric Bledsoe.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Chicago calls timeout. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
In talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. To the inside, Lopez, and he comes up with the deuce. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Back to Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. It's an 18-point lead. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
And Bledsoe loving to take on this challenge here, not fearing getting hit on the way up.
Outside, Markkanen. To the middle. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Well, Bledsoe has been shown and known to be a scorer in this league, but he will play unselfish and made the right play there.
And that one's good by Porter.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Lopez outside. Back to Bledsoe. And the foul called on Junior. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
He's just such a bulldog out there in terms of his mentality. Eric Bledsoe can get assertive, and when he does that, it raises the level of play for the entire team.
And the Bulls making a change here. Carter's checked in.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez.
At the line for the Bulls, 1 shot.
Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
And you got to like the vision for marketing. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
The pass to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And it's Junior missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Inside, here's Antetokounmpo, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Eric Bledsoe has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there at Bledsoe. And it's Lopez in at the center. No good from Bledsoe. Bulls trail by 21. To the paint, here's Young. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And here's Levine. Down low. Shots good from Young. Young's got 4 this quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's covered closely. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
One of the first attributes you hear about Eric Bledsoe is his strength, shown there.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And Levine, here we go. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Bucks leading by 18. Giannis outside. Here's Bledsoe, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Bledsoe's got 31 points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And that one's good, Junior.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
Bean passes to Junior. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And both free throws good for Junior.
What I love about Junior He's got grit and tenacity. He's always looking for ways to improve.
Bledsoe makes it off the glass. Bledsoe's got 7 now in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Chicago calls timeout. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. It's Porter outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
Lopez with the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
On the wing, Levine. Inside, Young. Lopez with the block.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Offensive rebound. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Denzel Valentine. At the line for the Bulls. 1 shot.
You know, Brent, some unique conditions to say the least for the NBA restart. Do you feel you would have thrived or had a hard time in that bubble?
Well, that's a good question, Kevin. I like to think that I would have found some way to make positive contributions to the team. I think the interesting dynamic to all of it is the fact that guys love to compete, and there is no way for you to fake that kind of enthusiasm, that kind of drive, that kind of motivation to be on the floor and do your very best no matter the situation. That came out last year as we established the NBA champion.
Junior's out there with Dunn. Then there's Valentine. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Lopez, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Dunn. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Launches a 3. Goes back up, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Chicago called for the foul.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Connaughton passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up, and Lopez gets it to go.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Done outside. To the paint. Here's Junior. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Some changes for Chicago. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. And it's Chandler Hutchison in for Porter. The Bucks also with the sub. Matthews, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo against Young for the three. No good from Connaughton. The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Basket counts. Junior's got 34 points.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Get there. And stolen by Junior. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Junior.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Lopez. Back to Giannis. And they double up Giannis. Shot clock at 6. And it's Connaughton missing. Bulls have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Junior the pass to Gafford. Here's Junior. Young trying to break free, and it's Junior missing. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Bucks. And stolen by Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup to the bucket.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo throws down the alley-oop slam.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Junior dishes to Porter. To the inside. Junior the pass to Gafford. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. They double him with Middleton. Right side, Porter takes the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
I liked his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Junior dishes to Porter. Kicks it to Junior. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Middleton shooting. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. Chicago making some changes. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Porter. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Korver comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Junior. Buries it from three-point range. Junior's got 42 in the game.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Down low. Levine kicks to Valentine. Here's Junior. Off target from outside. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.